It only takes a couple of us. So, court's in session, okay? Welcome to the creation of a new religion. I have to be completely honest. I missed organized religion. I miss it. I miss the church, like the environment. I miss the music. I miss communing with the people. But the only thing that I cannot get on board with is what they're teaching in the churches.
Oh no.
With that said, I think it's time for another upheaval, another birth of a new religion.
A particular belief system or faith, a reverence for a supernatural power.
I'm tired of sitting around and watching everybody suffer. I'm tired of sitting around and waiting for somebody else to get into position to help us and to create new things and realities and constructs and mental peace. The economy is trash. The politicians are trash, but they're not letting anybody else come in and play the game. So we have to make our own game. We can't keep living like this. I don't know about you, but I cannot keep living like this. If we keep living like this, we'll be extinct within the next century. We'll be extinct because nobody's going to want to be here. This is Suicide Prevention Month. This is what, September or whatever? Suicide's going to start increasing. Birth rates are already low. People don't want to be with each other in relationships because people are unhealed. They can't find peace in their own souls and their own lives. So then they take that trauma and they transfer it into relationships. We are just all messed up. People are tired, like spiritually, soulfully tired, and they need rest. And the only way to get that rest is through a mentality change. And that is what religion is supposed to be for. It's supposed to change your perspective. It's supposed to shift your reality to a particular mindset that will allow you to have peace here on earth. You know, heaven. I'm tired. So this marks the beginning of my journey to create a new religion. All right, so if you're new here and you're just getting abreast to what's happening, we are in the beginning of creating a new religion. In this video, we're going to talk about the very first principle that we will be creating for this religion. So let's just hop into it, shall we? The first principle of the GodstyleBilal Experience is there is no such thing as good and evil or karma. The only thing that exists is cause and effect and the universal laws at work to create and maintain energetic harmony. Well, what do you mean there's no good and evil? I experience good and evil all the time. No, what you experience is dark and light energy, destruction and creation, maintenance and harmony. That's what you're experiencing. Okay, so if there's no good, no evil, or no karma, let's see what this new principle looks like on the ground level. What is it if it's not good and evil? Like I said, it's creation and destruction energies, light and dark energetics, okay? A destructive energy is going to tear down your physical, your mental, your emotional, and your energetic body. So these could be words that chip away at your self-esteem. These could be actions that cause harm or destruction to the physical body. This is what you know currently as evil. Somebody does something to you to destroy you, or somebody does something to you to break you down. We consider that to be evil, but no, destructive energies. The reason why we need to completely eliminate this word evil is because dark energies, destructive energies are actually advantageous to our world as well. However, the ways in which people are using dark energy, i.e. tearing down people's self-esteem, is not advantageous to the collective. So in return, we have to use dark energy against dark energy in order to what? Keep the energetic balance. Remember I said that there's no good, no evil, no karma, just cause and effects and the universal laws at work in order to create a harmonious energetic balance. So what does it look like to use dark energy against dark energy in order to create a harmonious energetic balance? On the ground level, this may look like a person who, let's say a person who goes to incapacitate another person. Well, what do? We use dark energy in order to capture and subdue the person who incapacitated the other person. That is dark energy against dark energy in order to create balance. In the court systems, this look like a person who may take the life of another. They now have to pay for that dark energy with dark energy. So their life in return is being altered and taken as well, whether it's taking their freedom to actually experience the fullness of life, or actually taking their life vitality in return for taking another life. We also use light energy in order to maintain balance. So in a situation where dark energy was used, using light energy would look like something like retraining or giving them more creative, positive outlets to use that excess energy that they are using towards dark energy. Now, let's talk about this karma aspect. What you put out, you get back directly. This is not true. It is true, whatever energy you put out comes back. However, the energy comes back to whoever is closest and open to receive that energy. This is because we are one. The universal law of divine oneness states that we are one and we are interconnected and interweaving. So whatever one individual person puts out, whatever energy they put out, comes back onto the collective. And whatever individual energy is around to receive that comeback is who gets it. Yeah, but what about those videos where you see people who get instant karma? Have you watched those videos? Watch those videos again. For example, you have a person who's in the middle of the street and they steal the cell phone of another person, right? They snatch the phone right out of somebody else's hand. You think, oh, I hope they get their karma, right? Well, they pull off on a bike and instantly get hit by a car in the middle of the street. What you just witnessed was cause and effect, not karma. Well, how, you say? Well, the person snatches the phone from this other individual, gets on their bike, takes off, doesn't look both ways in the middle of the street, okay? As the effect of not looking both ways in the middle of the street, this person gets hit by a car. The hastiness in them trying to get away from the person they just stole the phone from caused them to not look both ways. And as such, they get hit by a car that's on its way down the street. Whether or not that person had stolen that phone to begin with, if they were in the same speed, the same hastiness, and didn't look both ways before they crossed the street, they still would have gotten hit by that same car. More evidence. There are people, innocent people, who also get hit by cars. They're not stealing, they're not taking anything. You'll say, oh, well, maybe they did something previously that caused them to experience being hit by a car. There are people who don't use destructive energy towards other people and still experience negative effects in this experience. The biggest evidence that I have is I was watching an interview one day, right? And there was a man who used to be a womanizer, right? He would get with women and he would just treat them terribly, play on their heartstrings and break their hearts. This man had never had his heart broken. And to top it all off, he met the love of his life. Not only are they in a healthy relationship together, but they're happy and still married, have been married for quite some time. So does this mean that this man never gets his karma for treating other women as badly as he did? Yes, because karma doesn't exist. Only cause and effect and the universal laws at work in order to keep an energetic balance. In this situation, the cause is the women did not know their worth and allowed this man to mistreat them. And the effect was they got their hearts broken. I think Jesus taught us that karma doesn't exist. I mean, he was without sin, right? And they still got him. What did he do? As humans here on earth, we had to learn certain lessons. And in order to learn those lessons, dark energy has to be at play. And if two people are on the scene in life, interacting with each other, and one person is using dark energy, and it teaches the other person the lesson that they needed to learn on their life journey, is it fair to punish the other person for doing the job that needed to be done by someone in order to get that one person to learn the lesson? For these reasons, in the new GodstyleBilal Experience, there is no karma and there is no good or evil. But I will say this last thing. Although there is no good, no evil, or no karma, there is still cause and effect. So if you're overusing dark energies are destructive. Destructive energy can be painful. If you're overusing dark energies, you can create pain and suffering. Someone is going to experience that, whether it's you or the person that the dark energy is being directed toward. And the universal law of divine oneness is still at play. We are all one and interconnected. So at some level, you're going to experience the pain and the suffering that has been put out into the universe. This is not karma. This is cause and effect and the universal laws at work to keep an energetic balance. Now, the amount and the intensity of the pain and the suffering that you will experience varies depending on your placement in this experience. This one principle answers a lot of different questions. This one principle answers why bad things happen to good people. This explains why bad people don't always get punished for what they do. This also explains why there still is suffering, because cause and effect is at play. If we are using more dark energy than we are using light, this world will be destroyed, and it is experienced as suffering. So this is the first principle of the GodstyleBilal Experience. If you have any questions, put your questions in the comments below. We are here as a one people trying to pull ourselves out of this mess that we're currently in so that we can create a more harmonious experience, so we can live a good life, a heaven here on earth. Make sure you hit that like button. Please visit www.GodstyleBilal.com in order to leave me a gift or a tip. And make sure you follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And stay tuned for the next piece of the creation of this religion that we are calling the GodstyleBilal Experience. I'll catch you in another one.